And it is a very good evening and welcome to Back of the Net tonight. We are live at Champion Hill for Dulwich Hamlet against Enfield Town in the Ryman Premier League playoff game. Right now, both teams making their way onto the pitch this evening, supported by a really strong crowd as they expected here tonight. Both teams come into this game in good form. Enfield in the better form. They're the form team in the league over the last 6 games, and they'll be hoping they can upset the odds tonight and get through to the playoff final on Monday. For Dulwich Hamlet, you'd say all the pressure was on them. They've had a great season so far. They were one of the favourites to go up automatically at the beginning of the season, and they'll be hoping that their crowd this evening will steer them into the final. Of course, the final could be here on Bank Holiday Monday. That would mean that Bognor Regis would have to lose to Wingate and Finchley, and Dulwich would have to win tonight. And it's a very good evening, first of all, to Hayden Bird, the Merstham manager, part of our commentary team tonight. Good evening, Hayden.
Good evening, Ben.
And Malcolm Porter, the South Park manager, has joined us as well. It's a bit of a rush for you, Malcolm. You've just made it through all of the traffic outside.
Just made it in time. Evening, Ben.
Eagerly anticipating this Ryman Premier League playoff semi-final between Dulwich Hamlet and Enfield Town. The players are ready to go, the fans are in good voice, and we're about to kick off here at Champion Hill to see who can make it through to Monday's final against either Bognor Regis Town or Wingate and Finchley. And it's Dulwich that get us underway and play that first long ball up high in the pitch towards Gavin Tomlin. He spreads it down onto this near side as we look. Dulwich going from left to right from our commentary position tonight. It's a long ball in to the Enfield box, and it will be comfortably away and cleared towards Harry Ottaway, but he's not going to get there, and it'll run all the way through for the first touch for Preston Edwards tonight in the Dulwich goal. And it's Dulwich that again look to attack into the feet of Tomlin, and he'll do a nice little twist and turn and try and lay it off to his strike partner. He does so. And first chance of the game, and it's a goal straight away for Dulwich Hamlet tonight. A beautifully worked goal, and it's St Kadja who scores. It was a brilliant move from Gavin Tomlin. He just took control of the ball, digged a lovely pass in towards St Kadja, who took one touch and put it under the legs of Nathan McDonald.
And I think immediately you see the quality there of Dulwich and the quality there of Tomlin. The ball actually went from back to front quite quickly, but with Gavin Tomlin they can trust him. He shielded the ball very well. His body shape gave him half a yard on the centre half, and the running around him allowed Dulwich to get in behind. That's really excellent play from Tomlin to get Dulwich off to such a good start.
Yeah, it was great play from Tomlin. It was a deft little ball into the 18-yard box, and St Kadja just took a touch and finished well underneath McDonald, who didn't really have a chance. And inside, just on the minute mark, Dulwich Hamlet, as Hayden said, showing their quality and taking the lead tonight. All for Enfield Town to do now. What have they got in their locker? It's a really good play from Cargbo again, who does his job in that centre of midfield in that holding role. But the ball's found its way all the way out to Malaba at the far side for Enfield as he looks to get inside the Dulwich box. Chambers is watching him. It's a great cross in the end, a good opportunity and a really good catch from Edwards. That was a really good cross. Although there hasn't been very much to shout about at either end of the pitch since that goal on the first minute, and very much the play has been in the middle. But now here's an opportunity for Ottaway to go clear of the Dulwich defence. Ottaway into the 18-yard box, just on the edge of the 18-yard box, looks to get a shot off. It's deflected by a Dulwich player, and Edwards claims the ball. It's a lot of ground for Ottaway to run into. He did well, turned inside on the edge of the 18-yard box, and the shot was deflected in the end. Easy for Edwards. That was a good opportunity.
Well, it's the first moment where you can see the frailties of that three. Nyren was a little bit high, the space was in behind him, and they managed to get in between Clunis and Weatherstone.
1-0 to the home side so far, as we're bang on the half an hour mark of this game. 0-0 in the other semi-final between Bognor and Wingate and Finchley. Dulwich get the ball into the box. There's a chance for a header, and it's the second goal of the game! A wonderful header. And the ball was played into the box. It was up in the air for what seemed an age, and it was Tomlin who rose, headed the ball and flicked it into the far corner, giving Nathan McDonald no chance. and it is Dulwich Hamlet 2, Enfield Town 0.
Great credit goes to Matt Drage there. In the second phase of that corner, he had the composure, he had the presence of mind, and he had the quality just to put the ball back into a great area into the far post. Really well taken goal.
Yeah, the ball was up in the air, and it was Sakaju who rose up the highest, flicked the ball into the far corner, and his second of the night gives Dulwich their second of the evening as well. And it's going to be a tough ask for Enfield Town now, Malcolm.
Yeah, absolutely. And going back to the goal, it's always the toughest thing to do. Defend the second ball at set pieces. When everybody starts to move away, the ball comes out to the back post. The Enfield players lost their man, and a great ball back in and a great finish. But yeah, you say that now Enfield have got a definite uphill battle.
And they're through again, and this could be Sakaja's hat
trick. That's a
What
goal.
a
goal from Sakaja.
What a goal! As all the Dulwich players running over towards the goal scorer. The ball was played through on the edge of the 18-yard box, and it was Sakaja again on the edge of the box who locked the keeper and completes his hat trick tonight.
As you can see there, that's what Enfield just switched off. They've gone 2-0 down, their heads are down, then they don't think they've got an opportunity, and just really sloppy play. And fair play to Sakaja, is on his toes, and what an absolutely fantastic finish. Fantastic finish.
Yeah, it was a great ball through to Sakaja, who was on the edge of the 18-yard box. He looked up and he just went for the chip, and McDonald was absolutely stranded. And it's a hat-trick for Sakaja, and it's 3 for Dulwich, and you really do feel that it's a long way back for Enfield now.
Well, I think that's the quality of Dulwich. Dulwich have had 3 opportunities and scored 3 goals. 3 well-taken goals, 3 good goals, and, you know, they've been playing in second gear. They're playing in second gear in a playoff semi-final, and we're half an hour into the game, and they're winning 3-0.
Yeah, they've got another corner here, and be taken by Billy Crook, and what they'd give for a goal in the next 5 minutes before half-time to get themselves back into this game, and a bit of pressure on the Dulwich Hamlet players as they go into the dressing room at half-time. It is Crook that delivers the ball high into the box. It's headed down by an Enfield player. It's flicked off and away, but only as far as Crook, who'll look to get it back in, and it's gone in, and it has been flicked in, and it was deflected off a Dulwich player, and Billy Crook gets Enfield Town back into the game. It came back to him just inside the 18-yard box. He hit a shot that was quite a poor shot in the end, but it flicked off a Dulwich player. It took Preston Edwards by surprise, and he couldn't stop it trickling in to the near corner, and that's just what we were talking about.
Could make for a great game for us, couldn't it? They've managed to get the goal back. It's a different half-time team talk now, potentially. And, you know, I think you'll see Enfield really come out all guns blazing in the second half.
That's such a massive momentum change, isn't it, when you look at that? I mean, and I think potentially as a manager, it gives you the opportunity to be even braver, because you've now got 1 back, you're now 2 behind. Those changes you're making at half-time potentially could be an even bigger impact, and subconsciously Dulwich are thinking, we've been so far superior this half, they shouldn't even got a goal or be anywhere near our goal. And here we are. That's the game that football is. Enfield have just got to make sure they can see it through to the end.
And it's another opportunity for Enfield to get the ball into the box as we're a couple of minutes into the 4 minutes of added time in this first half. And can they get another goal before half-time? Crook delivers the ball. It's another good delivery. It's a flick on, and Ottaway gets a shot off, but it just goes under the foot of Ottaway there. It bounced on the edge of the 6-yard box and almost got his foot onto that ball, and that would have surely ended up in the back of the net, but it's cleared in the end by a Dulwich player. Money that's around in the non-league game now is meaning that these teams can dream of a place in the league. It's a lovely touch, and it's a ball down to Enfield on the edge of the box, and it was a really good free kick in the end into the
They'll take so much heart from that, won't they? Now that really would have set up the second half.
Absolutely.
He's a player I know very well from when I was with Bromley.
Just going to stop you there for a moment because Enfield have come through now. Good chance to hit the ball from Enfield. It's a good save by Edwards, and what was impressive about that save was that he got the ball all the way out of the 18-yard box. It was a good shot on the edge of the box in the end by Sholton, and Edwards got the ball all the way out of the 18-yard box, and there's another tussle in that central midfield area, and the ball falls to Dulwich, and it will be played all the way through to Sakadra. He gets an opportunity to strike the ball on goal again, and it's a good save this time for McDonald. And Sakadra got the ball inside the 18-yard box, and just for a moment there you thought he might have his and Dulwich's fourth for the evening, but it was a good save in the end by Nathan McDonald.
Yeah, I mean that was fantastic, but I think it was Tomlin. The ball through was inch perfect, and Sakadra, based on what he did first half, you'd have backed him to score there, but fair play to the keeper. You can see that Dulwich are starting to get a bit more into the game. I think you've just got to look at the areas, as Haddon's already said, the areas that you believe you can exploit them, whether you go 3 up top and you have 2 out wide to just try and hit long diagonals in behind them and just try and cause them trouble. But I think fundamentally you would think they'll have a different game plan that they would have prepared if they were ever to be in this situation.
And it's a ball through to Sakadra again. He's in the 18-yard box. He plays it off to Tomlin. Tomlin with the opportunity to put the game to bed, and Tomlin does it with a neat finish past McDonald. And Gavin Tomlin scores Dulwich Hamlet's 4th goal this evening, and you'd think that is that with their place secured in Monday's final. It was a reverse of the first couple of goals. Sakadra got the ball in the 18-yard box. He turned, laid it off to Gavin Tomlin just outside the penalty spot, and Gavin Tomlin with a really neat finish past McDonald. 4-1 to the home side, and really you'd struggle to see any way back for Enfield now.
I think the game changed when Harry Ottaway put through Maluba, who Matt Drake just managed to clear it up at the final minute. From that moment, Dulwich just seem to find their composure. They've got a better stranglehold of the game. But I have to say, Tomlin looks an exceptional player. This guy is not a Ryman League striker. He's been very, very good in all of his work this evening.
And we see another substitution for Enfield Town, and the introduction of Durnell Winter finally comes. It looked like they were going to make that change earlier. They didn't. Harold Joseph is the one to go off, and possibly a change in formation now for Enfield Town. Billy Crook will deliver this ball. It is a really good delivery from Crook, and it's ahead, and it just goes over the bar, and it was ahead of Winter, the substitute, who's done well since he's come on. Opportunity created once Enfield have played someone forward, and this is an opportunity in the box, and it will fall to Kirby inside the box. Can they get it down? It's a real scramble, and Chambers eventually getting it away. And we've only seen Mark Kirby up there for a couple of minutes and already causing a few problems in that Dulwich defence. Eventually it will go all the way back to the captain Beanie, who will spread the ball back onto that far side, and Dulwich will look to continue this game management, and it comes in now, and it's a great opportunity, and it's just wide of the goal. A few of the fans thought that that might have been in, and it came through in the box to Kamara, who showed some quality earlier on and just swung his right foot at that, and maybe had a bit more time than he thought. But Enfield will get it back, and it's another opportunity to get it into the box, and it is a chance for a shot. It's a great little turn. He's brought down. Will the referee give anything? A great save by Preston Edwards. It was a shot by the substitute Winter. I thought the referee may have given a penalty there. It fell to Winter. He shot with his left foot, and that was a fantastic save from Preston Edwards.
Yeah, no, really well worked there by Enfield, and as you say, the ball fell to Winter. Great alertness by the keeper to switch on, but it looks as if there was a couple of opportunities. And I suppose the reality is the players don't go down, so the referee kind of plays advantage. But unfortunately, Enfield don't get anything out of it.
They've got the ball on the edge of the 18-yard box. Can they press once again? It's well blocked in the end, but it'll fall to an Enfield player. They'll get it into the box. Another opportunity, and this time it is going to be a goal! And it is going to be a goal! The ball was played high into the box by Mark Kirby. It was a neat finish into the corner, giving Edwards no chance. And it's Dulwich Hamlet 4, Enfield Town 2. And with 7 minutes left on the clock, have we got a game here?
Well, they put themselves back into it, and fair play, they made the change. The centre-back, Kirby, he's made a difference since he's been up top. He crossed the ball there for the goal, and he's been a handful ever since.
By Harry Ottaway.
Who knows?
Harry took it really well, didn't he? And Enfield deserve it. Enfield haven't played badly. They've come up against a very good side. I think they've given a good account of themselves.
Doesn't look like there is too much more time left, and this would be a consolation for Enfield should they score. It would make the score look a lot better. The ball's into the box of the corner. It's well flicked away by a Dulwich player, and eventually the referee will blow the full-time whistle, and it has finished Dulwich Hamlet 4, Enfield Town 2 in this playoff semi-final, and it will be Bognor Regis Town against Dulwich Hamlet on Bank Holiday Monday in Bognor, 3 o'clock kickoff, and what a game that's going to be.
Really enjoyed this game, first of all, Ben. I thought it was a good game of football, 2 good sides. Credit to Enfield. They've had an excellent season and they haven't let anybody down today. But I think honestly Dulwich have won the game, Malcolm, with a little bit to spare.
Yeah, I think so. I think Dulwich always had another gear to go up to when they needed to. I think they probably had a bad 10 minutes either side of half time, which they let Enfield back into it a bit, but the rest of the game they controlled really well. And I think Dulwich always had that ability just to be that 1 or 2 step ahead of Enfield.
Congratulations, Gavin. What a brilliant win. It was such a great start to the game, probably better than you could have anticipated.
Yeah, definitely. I thought we wanted to start on the front foot today. We didn't want to play in front of them so much today. We felt that if we got the ball forward a bit quicker, we would expose their defenders a little bit more. And I felt that worked very well. We had a bit of fortune as well with a few turnovers. It was unfortunate for them, but the finishes were clinical from Ibra. And I think, to be fair to Enfield, they never stopped. They kept on working hard. They performed really well. I think the first half they were easily the better team in terms of territory, but we conceded territory because we wanted to get them on the counter attack. The fact that we don't normally play in that manner, we don't normally play from back to front. Players have done it and seen they got success, but didn't really change when they had the opportunities to change it. They're used to getting the ball down and passing it, and it's quite difficult for them to then change their tactics and then literally change again during the game. And so it took us a bit of time to realise that we had a bit more time on the ball and we could bring it down and we could pass it and stuff like that, because they were playing at a high tempo, mentally and physically.
Looking at the bigger picture, Gav, first of all, I remember when you first come to this club and the average gate was 150. The club is now ready for the next step, and I think that yourself, Junior, deserve immense credit for that. So congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I think the group we've got now have got a lot of character. They don't have to outplay you to be effective. And I think at times we've relied on having to be better than the team every time. But these guys will find a way to get a result as well, Yeah. So yeah, obviously one more big hurdle against Bognor, guys that we respect, and vice versa. But it's going to be a big battle down there, and hopefully we come out victorious.
Just before you go, Gav, the question on everybody's lips is, how many of these players are you giving to Merston next season?